But if we're talking about race in America, I'm not just going to go to some college campus nearby and listen to a bunch of spoiled white liberal snowflakes tell me about oppression. So I traveled all the way across the country to what 30 Seconds on Google told me is the best HBCU in the country to get the real answers. The results of just walking onto this HBCU campus with a sign simply declaring that America is not racist was students and people online calling for me to be killed, calling for me to be shot in the head, to be jumped, to be beaten, to be lit on fire, to be arrested and charged with a hate crime, people accusing me of domestic terrorism, etc., etc. One student posted on her Instagram story the description of what she called racist trash, which was that some white men came to campus and said that America isn't racist, that America doesn't lock up enough criminals, and that the only racism in America is from black people against white people. Well, that's not exactly what I said. It's interesting to me that she and her classmates would try to refute these bullet points by later telling me that it's literally unfair for me to be speaking to them since I know more on the subject than they do, by threatening my life, and by otherwise spewing viciously racist sentiment at me because I am white.
What's going on, everyone? Stocks Kenny here today, and I am very embarrassed today. So recently I found this video from John Doyle, and apparently it's semi-viral. 2 days it's been out, has over 100,000 views over 2 days. And some of the commentary I want to give is about this kind of exposed the black community in a way, right? Because this guy, right? Let's say he wanted to be educated about the oppression and struggle of black people. Okay, he did his research. He said, hey, I'm going to find the best and brightest, smartest black people, the smartest pro-blacks. Because at the end of the day, to me, if you go to a HBCU, an historically black college, you're pro-black, right? Right? Okay. So he goes to the number one school, right? So you assume, okay, if this is the number one HBCU, this means this is the smartest pro-blacks. That's where they at. Okay, I'm gonna go to where they at, right? So that way he don't come across like, oh, you going after dumb black people. Y'all can't say that about him. He went right to the source. Okay, I'm going to the number one HBCU in America. And how the conversations end up like this.
Why would you quote that?
So I was giving an example of what not to do. No.
What's your life?
I just talk about politics.
So what's the point? Like,
what talking about politics?
What credentials, what do you have to make you...
What is your life purpose with this? Like, what is your goal at the end? What are you gaining from this is my question.
Or is it just
like, what are you gaining? Not what you're making, not what your goal is. What are you gaining from this experience?
I have an interest in politics, and I like talking to people.
I mean, like, this specific experience.
I enjoy this.
But are you even... What do you enjoy about it?
Typically in politics, the rule is that if you're explaining, you're losing, but I was curious to see all the different avenues they would pursue in order to avoid just addressing the ideas head on. So yeah, they started asking about my personal life, which I don't care, I'll answer the questions, but can we just acknowledge, like, as if any of that matters for literally any reason, as if any of that has any pertinence to what we're talking about. And of course, they loved hearing me say, yeah, I had black friends, because they think it's really funny when the people that they're accusing of treating people differently and poorly because of their skin color think that being friends with those people counters that. Crazy thought, right? And again, everything I said, there was an answer, there was an objection. I could not say anything right. This part is actually, it's pretty unproductive. It gets better shortly, but this whole thing is honestly just a great example of what these conversations are actually like. This is what we're dealing with, and it's only going to get more extreme and more vicious.
Sad display. No, to me, that's sad. You're supposed to be the smartest and brightest black people in America, number one HBCU, based on his research anyway. And this is the level of conversation you have with this guy? Only about 2 people, I think, in the whole clip. This is a 2-hour video. I don't know if I'm going to react to 2 hours of the video. It's going to be tough for me. But, damn. That's the best y'all can... Oh, you're less educated on the topic than a white man, right? Because y'all said, oh, it's unfair. You're more educated on the topic. But y'all feel so strongly that what he's saying is false, but you can't articulate why. That don't help your argument. Like this is my stance. I don't suffer from imagination. So if you want me to imagine that I'm oppressed, that I'm suffering racism, you have to prove it to me. Now, if you're saying, oh, I experienced racism, therefore you have to had experienced racism, then I can debunk your whole argument and say, okay, so me and you can agree that racism only exists at a personal level. Okay, that means there's cases where black people never experience racism, and there's cases that people experience racism. Okay, there, we're good. Okay, done. Stalemate. We're good. Oh, no. Systematic racism, structural racism. Okay, you got to prove that to me then. Because with structural and institutional racism, there have to be a policy in place that targets me solely on my race, right? It doesn't matter how smart I am, no matter how rich I am. If I'm a black man, I can't go into that institution. That's racism. That's institutional racism to me. That's systematic racism to me. Point that out for me. Give me evidence and I'll agree with you. because I only suffer from reality, not imagination. And this is the truth about the Black America race hustling struggle. This is why y'all get called race hustlers. Because when people actually have questions for y'all don't got answers. Ask me a question I can't answer, not an answer I can't question. And that's how the Black community is acting like that. They're acting like, hey, we give you an answer, you can't question it. It's ridiculous, right? And then these are the people who are supposed to be tolerant. They're not hateful. Bruh, Black community, y'all exposing yourselves. If this is your future, if this is the youth of the future who's supposed to go into politics, who's supposed to go in to make a career out of themselves, and they can have a peaceful discourse about a disagreement on a topic, and they can't even bring anything of substance to the table, all y'all can do is mob the guy, surround the guy, shout at him, shout him down, get in his face, get aggressive. I know for sure if I was the one doing this, change my mind, they would have beat me up already. Statistically, I'm more likely to die at the hands of another Black person than John Doyle. That's the facts. Those are the facts. Look it up. Those are the facts. Don't come here with y'all fake pro-Blackness. Yeah, look, the Black community, y'all not united. Y'all not as united as you think you are. Y'all only know how to unite against somebody. Y'all not for uniting for something. Oh, we want equality. Okay, you should be happy that the Supreme Court banned affirmative action for classroom admissions. You're not happy about that? But I thought you wanted equality. No, what the Black community seems to want is privilege, not equality, because they want to be able to. I could be racist towards you because I'm Black, but you can't be racist towards me because you're white. Racism, using racism to justify racism, craziness. Like, I don't agree with how these HBCU students conduct themselves. And you only proving people right about you, Black people. And I'm sorry. If it means only Black people can call out Black people, here I am. Black conservative calling you out. Because y'all made yourself look bad. These HBCU students made Black people look bad. Y'all set us back another 10 years with y'all attitude and how y'all carried yourselves. Only one person, I think there's only one redeemable person that was in the if I can find the video, I'll probably put his B-roll on here. But only one person was redeemable in that situation. He had the right approach. Hey, we should talk about this stuff and debunk this in front. And when this goes viral, people could be more educated about this. Oh yeah, this guy made a good point. I should research that more. But instead of taking that opportunity, you people want him off your campus, only proving his point. Here's a clip from Larry Elder of him referencing a poll when a group of people are asked who's more likely to be racist. Here's the answer, and it's not what you think. It ain't white people. I'm just gonna give you that. That's the hint. It's not white people. Let's take a look at the clip, and I'll give my commentary at the end.
At some point, a lot of white people like Mr. Adams undoubtedly throw their hands up and say, "I'm done. I'm out of here. I've had it." Why is that surprising? When for years the Rasmussen poll has found that of the four major racial groups in America, Blacks, whites, Hispanics, and Asians, when asked which group is more likely to be racist, whites say Blacks are more likely, Asians say Blacks are more likely, Hispanics say Blacks are more likely, and get this, Blacks say Blacks are more likely. Again, none said the majority of any group was racist, but of those who are, a greater percentage of Blacks said Blacks compared to the other three groups. So again, if you're somebody who once felt sympathetic towards Blacks, as did Adams, who wants Blacks to succeed, as does Adams, who feels he's done everything he can to show his concern and support, yet he's maligned as a white supremacist, at some point, people like Adams turn to the waiter and say, "Check, please."
Damn. So y'all crying about racism. I experienced racism in my life. Based on that poll, can I make the argument that the reason why you particular Black person have faced racism is maybe because you perpetrated racism and you just got back what you put out? I'm just saying. Most people are like a mirror. I'm like for like. It's a two-way street. If you're gonna be racist against me, don't be surprised when someone gets racist against you. Period. Hey, I have facts. You can't be mad at me. I have facts. Give me your facts. Give me your evidence. You're not going to shout me down off this position. I got this position through logical thinking and reasoning based on evidence and observation. The only way you can break this is by the same way. Evidence and observation. But if your observation is all points on based off personal experience, I don't know you. Sorry, I don't know you. I don't know if you're a rude person. I don't know if you're an aggressive person. Hell, I don't even know if you're a decent person. So when you say, bad things happen to me and it's just because of my skin color, I'm not likely to believe you. Sorry. That's how distrustful I am of people. The only people I trust is my friends and my family. That's it. If you're not my friends or my family, I'm not just going to take your word for it. You can't just be like, trust me, bro, this is true. America's a racist country. Trust me, bro. And I'm like, okay, how you know that? You seen the history of the America? Well, you seen Africa? Africa the one who sold y'all in the first place. Oh, y'all don't want to talk about that though. Africa the one who first made y'all property, who first made your ancestors property. Sorry, not you, because you never experienced slavery. Sorry, your ancestors did. Yeah, you piggybacking off your ancestors' suffering, and then you trying to benefit and extort your ancestors' suffering to justify your lame excuse for why you're not doing good in life. Why you think you can be racist toward another individual when you never felt a chain, never took a whip, never picked a piece of cotton, but oh, you just as mad. You just as, like, come on. Let's be serious here. How you could get traumatized by something you never personally experienced? I don't understand that. That's not likely to happen. I don't think people have that much empathy. I just see this as a hustle. Hey, you know you can get something out of America. That's why I don't go after Africa. Because Africa is the start of this. Here's my theory. Here's my thought experiment. If Africa let's say Africa had a policy, hey, we don't sell our own people to foreign nations, there will never be a single black slave in America. Facts. But for some reason, y'all let Africa off the hook. Because y'all know y'all can't get nothing out of Africa, the continent of Africa, or none of the countries in Africa. Y'all know y'all can't get nothing out of them, but you know you can get something out of America. That's why y'all focus so much on America. Even though more people died freeing the slaves than slaves ever died, I think. 4 million slaves, only 400,000 slave owners. Only the richest of the rich can own slaves. But you think all white people are culpable in slavery. Dumb argument. Dumb. But this is the kind of goofy stuff that black people sit here and tolerate because it fits a narrative. They can play victim because they don't want to strive for achievement. Because striving for achievement, that's hard to do. But making up excuses, oh, that's easy. Oh, it's because I'm black. That's why I'm not successful. Oh, it's because I'm black. This is why I don't qualify for the loan. I got pulled over by the cops because I'm black. Even though stats show that black people speed more than any other group of people in America, that's why they get more traffic tickets. This is why they get stopped more by police. Because at the end of the day, the police don't stop you for no reason. You may not like the reason the police stop you, but it's for a reason. So you ain't going to sit me here telling me, oh, I got stopped because I was black. No, cap. You probably was doing something. The police saw you and said, hey, what you doing? And then you turn it into something that it wasn't because you're trying to excuse yourself of accountability. That's what it seems like to me. This is why liberals, the Democratic Party, that's why nothing y'all say is ever appealing to me. Because I'm the kind of guy that if I actually face racism, I'll be like, oh, okay. Oh, you don't want to let me in this hotel? Okay, I'm going to go build the biggest hotel. And then when I'm your competitor and I put you out of business, I'm going to be like, hey, man, you should have let me in the hotel. I wouldn't have became your competitor. I got that Lamborghini swag. Oh, you don't want me to own a Ferrari? Okay, I'm gonna create Lamborghini and then my car is just as big and popular as yours. That's the kind of guy I am. I don't get bitter. I get even. That's just me. But I guess I'm the minority in this perspective. But hey, you guys let me know what you think. You like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching to the end of the video. I would like to hear everyone's thoughts about this. And keep it respectful because if I get some ignorant people into my comment section talking about how, oh, racial disparities prove racism, I'm going to debunk your ass. Like, I'm being serious now. I'm pretty pissed off right now because this is embarrassing to me. You people mixing culture with your race. Oh, it's white culture if you're articulate, objective, rational, linear thinking. You understand cause and effect relationship, quantitative concepts. That is white culture. So being smart is white? Being dumb and ignorant and emotional is black? Like, come on. Let's not play this game. That's racist. But hey, you know, what else do I expect from the group voted as the most racist people in America? I don't know. Debunk me. Hey, prove it wrong. Because I'm tired now. Because I came on the internet being nice, being respectful, just came here to make my point. But it seemed like that's not what gets attention. What gets attention is you got to get loud. You got to insult these people just so they can actually get mad enough to try to debunk and actually have a conversation. Because if this is what it takes for me to get black people to sit there and recognize and challenge their assumptions that they have about America and about black history, then so be it. I'll be the villain. And I'll end off this video with this. If a group of people all thought the same way about a topic, is the people really thinking? That's a question I have for you in the comment section. I'm looking to be proven wrong here. Let me know. Let me know in the comment section. I hope you didn't find this video too disrespectful. I'm just a little bit passionate. You know, I feel a little bit embarrassed about this because at the end of the day, y'all represent me. This is the kind of stuff I think. This is why I don't want my kids going to a HBCU. Sorry, not sorry. This is why. Because if that's the level of intellect I have at HBCUs, I'd rather not have my kid around there. I want my kid to be challenged. I want my kid to be challenged on how to think, not what to think. And that's what the black community seems to be interested in doing. It just wants people to conform to what the popular narrative is. Just because something is repeated often doesn't make it true. But hey, I digress. I'm going to finally get off the video. I keep saying I'm going to end off the video, but then another rant keeps coming out of me. Before another rant comes out of me, I'm going to end the video. Guys, check out any other videos. Subscribe if you feel so inclined. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.